Alright guys, welcome to this episode of Hard Way Outdoors, and I welcomed you to a season 2. I've had a bunch of fly time videos up, and this is one. I'm going to show you how to tie a Copper John. Relatively easy fly, and I'm going to show you how to tie it, so just stick with me and hope you guys catch some fish on this. It's a great fly, great for all year, panfish, bass, trout, anything you can think of, so stay tuned. Alright, we start off by wrapping 25 thousandths lead wire, about 4 wraps right behind our 1/8 gold bead. Take 70 denier thread to the back, and the hook I'm using is a size 10 wet nymph mustad. Now we're going to tie in the tail, which is kind of like a burgundy brownish color biot. I'm going to tie in the first one. And we want to use that natural curve to kind of help separate these two biots. Tie it right in the back. Just try to work it so it's facing opposite direction of you. Give it a wrap in the back. Just keep it that way. Gonna get a couple more securing wraps and tie in the other one. Make sure it's the same length. Tie it in the back. Make sure these are separated. Just grab it and put it anywhere you want. Right in the back. Kind of give it wrap in between, help separate them. Another wrap behind. Cinch them down. Now you got a tail. Now I'm just going to take these to the front, help build up the body. Cut them off. Now we're going to take about a 5-inch strand of copper wire, large copper wire. Place it right behind the lead wire and wrap it back to the biots. Take your thread up to right behind there. Now this is really what gets the name from Copper John. Just make nice tight segments. See how I'm doing that? Really tight segments. You don't want any gaps. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build this up a little. Should have did that before I wrap, but it's alright. Build that up, a bunch of thread wraps, so it's kind of like tapered. Take it back there. Just build up right behind the lead wire. Give it a tapered look, and what you think it looks about even. Just take your thread up to the front and just keep doing what I told you to do and wrap tight segments. Don't want any gaps. Oops. Pop down my vise. Tight segments. Right to about there. You want about a bead length, 2 bead length, and then bead length So about right behind the lead wire, you're going to cut that off. Now you're going to tie in pearl flashback tinsel right on the top. And right there. Time to pinch it down, tie it right on top, take it back to the copper wire. Now you're going to tie in black tinsel flashback. Do the same thing, lay it right on the pearl. If it's not on top, it'll screw up the whole wing case in the end, so it's gotta make sure it's cinched down tight and on the top. Now you're gonna take peacock herl. We're gonna take about 3 strands, cut them so they're even, tie them in right behind the bead. Take it right back to where you ended with tying off the tinsel. Now we're going to wrap this. Just keep spinning these around. Stroke down the feather and wrap this till you're about right behind the bead. Get a nice looking body. Right behind the bead. Tie that off. This fly works great on bluegills. Hammer bluegills on this. Now you're going to take a pheasant feather, and you're going to just cut a bunch of fibers off. This is a black pheasant. I shot on a pheasant hunt with my buddy. Took me on a pheasant hunt. It was sweet. Gonna take about 12 of these fibers. Kind of get them even as you can, and tie them right on there, right on the side. Kind of like from the eye to the end of that herl is how long you want them. And you're gonna tie it right about there. Just cinch it, pinch it against the side opposite from you. Cinch it down. Those are a little long, so you can just pull it. You got legs on that side. Now you're gonna take about 12 more strands of these fibers off the pheasant and tie those in the side closest to you. Same length. Gotta make sure they're same length. Pinch it down, and then you got legs on there. Cut the fibers off, the excess. Now you're going to fold the black forward right over the top. Cinch it down behind the eye. 2 wraps. Pearl right in the middle of the black. Cinch it down tight. Don't want it coming off the middle. Cut those off. Give it a whip finish. That's Copper John. Please like, subscribe, check out my channel, follow on Twitter, and I have a bunch of other videos of fly tying, turkey hunting, and everything else you could think of. Check them out. It's Copper John. Just make it look nicer, trim up everything else. There's a Copper John. Thanks for watching this video, and be sure to check out some upcoming videos, and once again hit subscribe, and I will gladly maybe subscribe you back. Thanks for watching.